Your own high standards might be destroying your creativity, and I mean that seriously. Not a lack of talent, not a lack of discipline, but that inner pressure to get it right. We often believe the higher my standards, the better I will perform. And it sounds logical on the first view. But psychologically, performance doesn't work that way. I've experienced this myself more than once. One time, a very important person came to one of my shows, someone whose opinion really mattered to me. And I told myself, tonight I have to prove how good I am. Usually when I'm on stage, I get lost in the music. I'm inside the sound, inside the moment. But that night was different. I wasn't in the music, I was in my head. What does he think right now? Does this sound professional enough? And I made more mistakes than usual. Not because I lacked skill, but because my attention wasn't on the music anymore. It was on evaluation. When our self-worth feels like it's on the line, our stress system activates. And that system is designed to detect threats, not to create art. Under pressure, our brain becomes more rigid, less flexible, less creative. Another time, I had an audition that a friend had organized for me. I didn't want to embarrass him. I wanted everything to go perfectly. Right before my entrance, I told myself, whatever you do, don't miss the entrance. And what happened? I messed up the entry. I achieved exactly what I was trying to avoid. Here's something interesting about how our brain works. Our brain doesn't process negations very effectively. When you say, don't miss the entry, don't play wrong notes, don't mess this up, your brain first has to imagine the missing entry, playing the wrong notes, messing up. The word don't is abstract, the image is concrete. So instead of focusing on what to do, your attention locks onto what you fear. From don't miss the entry, the mental image becomes miss the entry. And attention drives performance. In his book Feel Good Productivity, Ali Abdaal argues that sustainable performance doesn't come from pressure. It comes from positive emotion, joy, curiosity, a sense of safety. When we feel good, we perform better. In both of my stories, I wasn't driven by joy, I was driven by pressure. Pressure narrows, joy expands. Psychologist Csikszentmihalyi, I hope I said it right, described flow as a state where we are fully immersed in the activity. Flow disappears when self-consciousness becomes too loud. Both times I wasn't immersed in music, I was monitoring myself. And that kills flow. High standards are not the problem. The problem is when your standards are mixed with fear, when your performance becomes a test of your worth, when you're no longer playing music, when you're defending your identity. Instead of telling yourself what not to do, give your brain a clear, positive focus. Instead of don't mess up, say clear first note. Stay on the pulse. Breathe into the phrase. Your brain needs direction, not prohibition. I've learned something important from this experience. I play best when I don't need to prove anything. Maybe your standards aren't your engine. Maybe they're your brake pedal. And you are allowed to ease off. Thank you for listening. Have a good time. Play music. Bye.